Everyone tells you to just say no. And I'm sure that every part of you wants to be able to say no. And then the yes just pops out anyway. And then unfortunately, you may then spend the drive home replaying it in your head. I'm Lucy, a confidence and women's empowerment coach for women over 40. And I also used to struggle with saying no, just like you, until I found the real reason why I was finding this so hard to stop doing. In this video today, I want to show you why the advice, just say no, probably hasn't worked for you. It's not because you're bad at boundaries. The real reason is that there needs to be something else in place before a boundary can actually hold. So that is what this video is about today, and I'm going to explain in a couple of minutes what that thing is that I can help you with, and then show you how to tell whether or not it's already there for you. I also have a practical exercise for you to try later in the video, so please keep watching and see how I can help you today. You already know how to say no. Let's be realistic, okay? That part is actually really easy. I'm sure you've practiced the words in your head before a conversation. And then the moment comes and out pops that yes. It's always easy, it's automatic, it's like it was never really a choice. And then you're in your car, or you're doing the washing up, or you're lying awake at night going over it again, questioning yourself. Why did I say yes? So you ask yourself, why didn't I say no? As I said, I'm Lucy, and after years of people-pleasing my way through my own life, I now coach women over 40, struggling with their confidence and not quite feeling themselves as they deal with midlife and everything that brings. So as I said, just say no is easy advice to give. It's 3 little words, but it treats no like a skill, as if it's something that you learn the way you'd learn a script for a phone call. You've been told, I'm sure, that if you say this sentence and hold your tone and don't apologise, then you can simply say no. It's as if it's a quick and easy fix for you. But the trouble is, the reality is that saying no isn't really a skill, it's an output. It comes from somewhere, and if that somewhere isn't built yet, then no amount of practicing the words will make it hold. It comes from self-trust. Underneath the ability to hold a boundary and say no, you actually need to believe that your own judgment and your own decisions are allowed to stand on their own without needing someone else's agreement first. And this is the key part. So as I told you earlier, now that you know what the key part is, self-trust is the base and foundation that everything else will be built on. So let me fill you in. I had a client, and I'll keep the details general for confidentiality. She came to me lacking confidence after a relationship that had spent years quietly wearing down her confidence that she had started with. Saying yes had become the easy road for her to take. It was simple, it kept things calm, and predominantly it made her feel safe. Saying no to her felt like she was picking a fight that she wasn't sure she was willing to have. And what she actually believed underneath of it was that her opinion, her decisions and her judgment were worthless. That wasn't something a boundary script could fix. You couldn't hand her 3 good sentences and undo years of being told in 100 small ways that her judgment didn't matter. So what I helped her with, it wasn't a better way of saying no. She'd been there, she'd tried that. It was coaching her and showing her that she was allowed to have her own beliefs and values, and they were important. And that when she made a decision and she stuck with it, this was what was key. She was then able to start practicing her boundaries. So once that started to take hold and she'd stopped saying no and it stopped becoming the huge problem that it was in her head, she felt she didn't need to explain herself or defend her position anymore. She knew that she had built up her self-trust, and she knew that no meant no. So please, let me explain that I'm not here to basically tell you boundary scripts are useless. They're not, but you have to have the foundation there in the beginning. And as I've said, the foundation is about trusting your own judgment, and then the scripts can actually genuinely help you. The scripts give you the how, and they're the words to reach for in the moment. But the script was never meant to do the job of the foundation underneath. The script is simply how to say the words. And it's self-trust that I want to help you with. Self-trust is why the boundaries hold. And if you try to use the how without the why, then the words come out, and then something in you starts working to undo them. And that's probably where you then start to over-explain and justify, etc. So the part that I can support you with is rebuilding your self-trust so that you can then apply it to establish your own boundaries. So I promised you that there's a diagnostic test that you can take. This will tell you where you actually are with your level of self-trust and boundaries. So think about the last time you tried to hold a boundary. You might take a minute, or it might pop straight into your head. Did you say it and just leave it there? Or did you find yourself explaining, justifying it, softening it, defending it minutes or even days later? So if you're still a woman that is defending the no, then you've already given it. That is a sign that you've used the wrong words. It's a sign that the self-trust underneath it, the foundation that you need, hasn't been built properly yet and it isn't sustainable. So that's not a failure. It's just information, and it allows me, should you want to help you work on this further. So let me promise you that self-trust, even if it's been eroded or destroyed over years, it can always be rebuilt back up again. So if this is landing with you, I just want to share with you that I have a book called Calm Confidence. Okay, I've written it. It's all about rebuilding self-trust along with many other things. And if you're interested, there's something, you're welcome to pick it up today. You'll find that I'll add it to the comments at the end of this video, or alternatively, there'll be a link in the description. So if you'd like to have an exercise, this week, what I'd like you to do is notice the second right before you agree to something that you didn't want to do. So when you say that yes and not the no, think about how you're feeling just before it and just notice it. I'm not asking you to change anything yet. I'm not even asking you to say anything other than no. That's fine, because you're building the habit of catching that moment. Because that's where we start to build that self-trust back up again. And this is where we start to create the foundations that you will need to rebuild your confidence and self-trust. It's a hard thing to notice, but keep going and you will start to recognize what your body is signaling to you in those moments. So I'm going to wrap up there and finish this video for today, because the video was actually to show you that a boundary can be held, but it's not really about the words. It's always about the foundation that sits underneath the words. And actually, if you get the self-trust in place and the no that you've been struggling to say will start to feel less like a fight and more like your truth, it will be true to your values, it will be true to your core, and you will start trusting your judgments again. Saying no and then feeling safe and happy with your no comes from trusting yourself, and that is what will build your confidence, that quiet, self-assured confidence that shows around you to other people. So if you want to know more about self-trust and boundaries, my book, Calm Confidence, is free. As I've said, this is just a copy that I keep for myself, but you're able to access the ebook and download it. You'll find it pinned in the comments, and it's also in the description. So if any of this feels familiar, then subscribe for more videos, more support. You're in the right place.